The chairperson of the Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Agatha Sangma, who is currently in Shillong, met with Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh on Tuesday. During the meeting, she submitted a memorandum urging upon the state government to establish more leisure parks for children in the state. She also proposed for the formulation of special operating procedures or SOPs to ensure the safety and well-being of children who are taken outside Meghalaya by individuals or organizations.
So basically this meeting was about I had to submit a few memorandums to him. One was regarding creating more green spaces for children, more recreational spaces for children in our towns. This was something which was taken up by my by the previous chairperson, Madam Mon, and I have decided to take it forward. So I have met our Honorable Chief Minister, I have met Mr. Paul Lyngdoh today regarding the creation of better green spaces for children in our towns and cities in Meghalaya. Secondly, also we recently had a meeting with the various departments like education, police, law, health, regarding creating a sort of an SOP so that children who are going to go to other parts of the country or are being taken either by individuals or by, say, organizations, there has to be a certain SOP they follow before these children are taken. Because many a times children are being taken, the government is not even aware about it, and only when something terrible happens we get to know about it. So we need to prevent it by making sure that the situation is such that we are fully aware where these children are, what kind of conditions they are living in, and what kind of institutes they are being sent to. Are they legal institutes, or even the hostels, are they legally set up? So this was a meeting we had a few weeks ago, or I think a month ago, and we decided that an SOP should be created, and I came to brief our Honourable Minister, Mr. Paul Lyngdoh, about that. It hasn't even happened. It's a suggestion by the Commission, by the SCPCR, that we should have an SOP, and we took different departments on board, taking their suggestions on what type of an SOP should be created, and I hope that the government takes it forward and creates one. So once we have that SOP, then we will actually have, like you said, a list of institutes, because they will have to follow that SOP before they take children out. Even though the law is strong, people are still doing the committing crime. So I mean, like I said, the crime is happening. It has been happening for a very long time. Perhaps we get to know more about it now because of the social media, and there's a lot more activity. But like I said, it's a collective effort, you know. We cannot just think that it's the responsibility of the police, or we cannot just say it's the responsibility of the Women Commission or the Child Commission. We need to understand that the society as a whole, I mean, there is something perhaps that's lacking that needs to be gauged into, and we need to understand what it is in our society that is making people behave in this manner. And therefore, I mean, a conversation, a dialogue has to start, and we need to find out why our children are being attacked more, why the girls are being attacked more than before. Something is probably not right, and we need to set it right by working with the mindset of the children, by working with the mindset of men in general, making, you know, awareness about such issues in school more common. Many people refuse to talk about it, and I think we need to have a conversation.
On the issue of crime against women, Chairperson of the Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Agatha Sangma, stressed upon the importance of community participation in raising awareness and addressing such atrocities. She further pointed out that crimes against children also remain a serious concern, and emphasized the need for strict legal action against those involved in such offences.
See, there is this obviously reflects a problem that we as a society are facing. Obviously, the police will do its job, commissions will do their job, but then we as a society need to consider what is going wrong with us. And in this, the role of teachers, the role of families, the role of society as a whole is very important. It's important that we also look at how our children are being exposed to content in social media and the internet. And sometimes I feel that perhaps these sort of information that one sees on the net, etc., also influences people's behavior. So we have to be very careful about the contents that are being created in our media, in the social media, and we have to make sure that our children also do not get exposed to unnecessary information or inappropriate information on the net. And like I said, as a society we have to come together. It can't just be the role of the police or the role of certain commissions, but it has to be a collective effort. Teachers, schools, families have to come together to ensure that we have a safer society. Definitely, and that's where we as a society have to come together and be more supportive. If there is a violence or if injustice is being done and we know about it, we must also report it. As a neighbor, as a relative, we must report about them and make it more acceptable for people to, make it a more conducive environment for people to be vulnerable. So we are having many programs even in school. I'm sure the Women Commission also does, but even the SCPCR, we as a commission have done a lot of sensitization programs in schools where we're talking about child sexual abuse, good touch, bad touch, domestic violence, and in general just making children more aware of the possibilities of violations. So a new initiative, definitely I would say that we are paying a lot more attention to schools now, and in terms of POCSO cases, they go directly to the court, and the police, they handle them. We don't directly deal with POCSO cases, but when it comes to spreading awareness, when it comes to having better workshops where schools and teachers are involved and even families are involved, we try and work in an environment where people can be brought together and these issues can be discussed more openly. Because sometimes we think that child sexual abuse does not take place. Mothers don't want to acknowledge that it's happening. There's been a recent case where a mother refuses to file an FIR because the perpetrator is actually a relative of the family. So in situations like this, we need to come up and say that no, this is wrong, and the commission will intervene, the police will intervene, and society in general and families in general have to cooperate to make sure that you don't attach a taboo to these kind of incidences and you don't treat them as victims but them as survivors.